What's up, YouTube fam? In today's video, I'm gonna be talking about VA loans and the myths that surround this program, because there's so many things out there that people are afraid of doing them and they talk bad about VA loans. So today I'm gonna uncover some of those myths and hopefully help you understand the VA loan process a little better. So in today's video, we're gonna be talking about 5 myths that surround the VA loan, and I'm gonna uncover those for you guys, and hopefully you can understand the VA loan a little bit better. So let's hop into the list. In no particular order, we got number 1, VA loans take longer to close. I hear this from real estate agents all the time. Sellers don't wanna take a VA loan because they think that it's gonna take 45 or 60 days to close, when in actuality, that's definitely not the case. There's so many VA buyers that we've worked with that we've actually been able to close loans in less than 30 days. So for all of you out there that think that VA loans take longer to close, that's definitely a myth. That's definitely something that has more to do with the lender more than the loan itself. So obviously every lender out there has different turn times, different ways that they run their business, their operations, et cetera, et cetera. But generally speaking, on a VA loan, you can close in less than 30 days. That you should be able to do that without any hiccups, any issues whatsoever. Myth number 2, the seller has to pay an exorbitant amount of fees. Another myth. The only thing that the seller is required to pay for is the termite or pest report. That is the only thing. Everything else is a normal transaction. So if you're a seller and your listing agent is telling you don't take a VA loan because you have to pay for all this extra stuff, that's not the case. So sellers, listing agents, buyer's agents, I hear it all the time. They think that there's all these extra fees that are gonna be put upon either the seller or the listing agent. That's not the case. All we care about is a termite report. That is it. Myth number 3, the VA buyer is actually a weaker buyer. Another myth. Just because they're putting no money down to purchase a home with 100% financing, that has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that that buyer is a weaker buyer. When in actuality, the VA loan, it's a privilege, right? Like, these are our active duty members. These are veterans. These are people that have served our country, and they have the right to use this loan program. Not anybody can go out and just apply for a VA loan, right? You have to be eligible. You have to have the entitlement in order to use the loan. So there is no bad thing about using a VA loan, thinking that you're putting no money down, you're a weak borrower, or you're not as qualified. So I've done lots of loans for VA clients that have 800 credit scores. They're actually making 6 figures a year in income, and they got money in the bank. I've even had some VA clients that purchased $1 million homes using a VA loan. So again, real estate agents, this is to you guys. Don't look at a VA buyer as being less qualified. They are using a loan that they have the right to use. It doesn't matter if they have the money in the bank. If they can utilize it and put no money down and take advantage of the program, they have all the right in the world to do that. So I think when we see VA clients come across our table and as offers coming in to listing agents, I think it's something that you should definitely look at, and especially in today's market, right? If we're here to promote homeownership and to help and give back to a lot of our veterans that have, like I said, they've served our country and they've earned the right to use the program, we should help these guys get into homes. And I know a lot of agents out there, and I've heard this from a lot of people, that they don't necessarily like the VA loan, but I don't think it's because they don't like it. I think they just don't know enough about the program. I don't think they know enough how it works. So some of these myths that we've talked about so far, these are some of the things that I think hold back people from working with VA or veteran clients. When in actuality, again, no money down, that has nothing to do with their qualification. If we look at a pre-approval and they're good to go, that means we can fund the loan. And that is the most important thing, is that that loan can get funded, whether it's 0% down, they're using down payment assistance, or they're putting 50% down. The fact of the matter is, if a lender signs off on it and says we can fund it, that thing is gold. And there's no reason that we should downplay or hate on the fact that, you know, we see a VA offer come over and we think that they're not as qualified as maybe an FHA or conventional buyer. Myth number 4, VA appraisals are tougher to get done. Totally false. The VA appraiser doesn't go out to the house to totally kill the deal. He's there to do his job to make sure that the home is in average or better condition, just like they're gonna do on any other FHA or conventional appraisal. Appraisers are not there to kill deals, guys. They're there to make sure that the home appraises for what the true market value is, right? So there's checks and balances in place today that weren't there 10 years ago when the market crashed, and for very good reasons, right? Back in the day, appraisers would go out and they would appraise the homes for whatever they felt their buddy would give them, maybe some extra cash or whatever it was, to make sure that deal went down. In today's day and age, again, there's a buffer between the mortgage company and the appraiser is there to do a good job, because now they know that they're being watched, they know that their license is on the line. So the last thing they want to do is come back with a horrible appraisal, right? Now, the thing to keep in mind and why a VA loan is so good is because of the Tidewater. The VA loan is the only loan where if the appraiser goes out to the property and he looks at his comps and his recent sales and he thinks that the home is not going to appraise for what it's worth, they will actually then tell the lender and issue a Tidewater saying that, go back to the agents and give me your comps so I can then reassess the property again and see if I can reach the value of what you're looking at. That is the only loan that does that. I don't understand why agents hate VA loans. That is the one loan that you get a chance to go back and actually give a reconsideration of value. Now, any other loan like an FHA or a conventional loan, when that appraisal comes in short, you're stuck with that, right? You might be able to go back and contest the appraisal and do a rebuttal, but now you're trying to go back and tell someone else, the appraiser, you did a bad job. I need you to fix this, right? So where else in life are you gonna go and tell someone, hey, you didn't do your job well enough, and they're just gonna be openly and willingly saying, you know what, you're right, let me go ahead and fix this appraisal. It's hard to do. It's hard for an appraiser to say, you know what, I missed an extra $10,000. Let me go and give you an extra 10 grand in value. But again, VA, Tidewater, the only one that will do that. One of the best things that you can ask for, and they're gonna give you a fair shake on the value of the home. And to me, honestly, one of the hidden gems of actually using the program is that feature itself. And number 5, the last myth, I hear a lot of veterans say that I'm gonna go directly to the VA and get my loan. The VA doesn't do loans, guys. The mortgage company, like us at Loan Depot, are gonna be the ones to get you pre-approved, to provide you the funding. So you're not gonna go directly to the VA and they're gonna do a mortgage for you. That's where you would have to find a mortgage lender in order to get you qualified, put the financing in place. You know, we're gonna work to get your, all we need is your DD-214, right? And we can get the certificate of eligibility. Everything else we can take care of for you from start to finish. So there's not anything where we necessarily need the VA to get involved, or you have to go directly to the VA in order to get funding. You can come directly to a lender. We can answer all your questions. We can walk you through the process and make sure, most importantly, that you do qualify before you start shopping for a home. So there you have it, 5 myths about the VA loan. And I hope some of this, whether you're a buyer, you're a seller, or you're a real estate agent, you've maybe be able to pick up at least one thing that we've talked about here that can help you going forward. And if you're an agent, hopefully you can help more veterans purchase homes, right? And educate them, because there's so many misconceptions and myths about this entire loan program. There's way more than 5. These are just the 5 top myths that I come across on a regular basis. And if you're a seller, what a great way to give back and help these guys that have, again, served our country to help us, keep us safe and help them get into a home. Let them utilize this program that they've earned, they have the right to use, And again, whether it's no money down, 50% down, these guys are golden. If they got a pre-approval letter from a reputable lender, those guys can afford that home, and they have every right to be in the running amongst any other offer that's out there that's using any other kind of financing. So as always, I appreciate you guys watching these videos. We're going to be bringing you more mortgage content to help you learn about the business, what we look at, some of the things that can educate you and help you understand more of the mortgage process in itself, and just really kind of give you guys a different perspective and how you can help get yourself into a home maybe in the future. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel. I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next one.